Emmett Till, Eric Gardner, John Crawford III, Michael Brown, Ezekiel Ford, Dante Parker, Michelle Suzaks, Laquan McDonald, Tanisha Anderson, Akai Gurley, Tamir Rice, Romaine Breesbon, Jermaine Reed, Joseph Mann, Matthew Abade, James N. Power Jr., Frank Smart, Natasha McKenna, Tony Robinson, Anthony Hill, Maya Hall, Philip White, Eric Harris, Walter Scott, William Chapman II, Alexia Christian, Brendan Glenn, Victor Manuel LaRosa, Jonathan Sanders, Freddie Carlos Gray Jr., Joseph Mann, Salvador Ellis Wood, Sandra Bland, Albert Joseph Davis, Darius Stewart, Billy Ray Davis, Samuel DeBose, Michael Sabee, Brian Keith Day, Christian Taylor, Troy Robinson, Ashims Farrow Manley, Felix Cooney, Keith Harrison, McLeod, Junior Prosper, Lamontez Jones, Patterson Brown, Dominique Hutchison, Anthony Ashford, Alonzo Smith, Tyree Crawford, India Kager, Levante Biggs, Michael Lee Marshall, Jamar Clark, Richard Perkins, Philip Pennell, Nathaniel Harris Pickett, Benny Lee Tigner, Miguel Espino, Miguel Noel, Kevin Matthews, Betty Jones, Cortonio LeGrier, Keith Childress Jr., Janet Wilson, Randy Nelson, Atron Scott, Wendell Celestine, David Joseph, Kaylin Ruckmore, Dashawn Perkins, Christopher Davis, Marco Loud, Peter Gaines, Tori Robinson, Darius Robinson, Kevin Hicks, Mary Truxillo, DeMarcus Seamer, Amadou Diallo, Willie Tillman, Terrell Thomas, Slyville Smith, Alton Sterling, Philando Castile, Terrence Crutcher, Paul O'Neill, Arteria Woods, Bobby Russ, Jordan Edwards, Aaron Bailey, Ronald Foster, Stephon Clark, Antoine Rose II, Melise Green, Ayanna Stanley Jones, Botham Jean, Pamela Turner, Dominique Clayton, Tatiana Jefferson, Christopher Whitfield, Victor White III, Christopher McCorvey, Reginald Doucette Jr., Danver DJ Henry Jr., Eric Reason, Corey Gaines, Rika Boyd, Keontae Spencer, Darius Tarver, Manuel Ellis, Victor Duffy Jr., Kobe DeMarc Hassler, Corey Jones, Tyree King, Michael Lorenzo Dean, Trayvon Martin, Renisha McBride, Oscar Grant III, Breonna Taylor, Khalif Broder, Darian Hunt, William Green, Ahmaud Arbery, Tony McDade, China Gibson, Malaysia Booker, Jamel Floyd, George Floyd. These are all names who belong to somebody's. This was somebody's child. And unfortunately, these names that I just called out are not here with us anymore. Somebody's child. This was somebody's child. Y'all, it's gotta stop. It's gotta stop. You know, this has been a very tough year for everyone. So much stuff has happened. People have lost their homes. People have lost their jobs. People have lost their lives. It's gotta stop. It's gotta stop. It's gotta stop. And by Black Lives Matter, I do mean trans lives as well, because those was also names mentioned on that list. And at the end of the day, I know that some people may not care. But it was still somebody's child. It's still somebody's child. It's senseless. And y'all, I don't know. I don't have all the answers. I just know this week has been very difficult. Just seeing the news and trying to stay focused. But how can you stay focused when you got a list like this? I'm not okay. And you shouldn't be either. You know, I read in the comments as I was going through social media, because I had to take a social media break, but I was going through the comments, and there was a lot of people, people of, you know, I guess if you want to call it Caucasian or white, but a lot of people saying that all lives matter and that, you know, George Floyd had a past. It does not matter what his past was, and we do understand all lives matter. However, what we want you all to know is that Black lives matter as well. And we are all dying day by day, being killed off. Our men, our women, our trans sisters, trans brothers. And you know, somebody asked me on my page, what was my solution? And my solution was that the change has to start within yourself. So you start first by going to vote. But then I had to take a step back because, as you all know, there's been a lot of stuff going on with the riots. And people destroying and tearing up everything. And I had to ask myself, what purpose is it serving? That people will go out and destroy their own communities. But then I had to relate back to, it all goes back to mental illness. And what I mean by mental illness is that when a person's mental state is pushed to the max, you can only handle it so much at a time until you can't take it no more. And what we're living in now, what you're seeing, people are tired. Because we go through this. We do the peaceful protests. We do the marches. We go out and vote. And yet, the justice system fails us time and time again. I don't care how much money you make. I don't care what zip code you live in. At the end of the day, nothing matters. Money does not matter. Class does not matter when you are a black man pulled over on the side of the road, or when you're being gunned down, or when you have somebody putting their knee on your neck and you're listening to that person take their last breath, telling you that they can't breathe. Y'all, it's got to stop. It's got to stop. We cannot keep losing lives like this. And not just with lives as it comes to Black Lives Matter, but we also have to be mindful that we cannot continue to have people, when it comes to black on black crimes, when it comes to killing each other over pettiness. If you got beef with somebody, put the guns down. It is not worth it at all. Just put the guns down. Put them down. What is it going to solve once that person is dead? You're going away for the rest of your life. Put the guns down. We're killing each other. But then we turn around. Excuse me, we want to turn around and say that we're being killed off by the white man. But then on the flip side, we're also killing one another as well in our own communities over foolishness. I see it every day. See it on the news every single day. People losing their lives over gun violence. Women being killed over gun violence. Gang retaliation over gun violence. It's got to stop. And I know that people don't talk about it a lot, but as you all know, mental illness is something that's real. And the reason why I want to reference this also is because of the fact that in a time like this, some people will never be able to see him go outside again or look at police the same way again. You're going to have black men out here who parents is going to be scared and have anxiety. They're going to not know how to deal with this trauma. There's going to be so much confusion and pandemonium and just chaos. And y'all, I'm here to tell y'all that it is nothing wrong with seeking counseling. There is nothing wrong with seeking counseling and seeking professional help. Even if you don't want to talk to us as far as a counselor, call someone that you trust, call someone that you confide in, call someone and just get whatever you got to get off your chest, y'all. But I'm telling you, the stuff that we're going through right now, people are not going to be able to go outside and feel safe anymore. Especially black men. Especially black trans lives. We are all better than this. And I truly do believe that a change will come, in the words of Sam Cooke. I truly do believe that one day we will see results. That's the side I'm choosing on. That's the side of the fight I'm choosing on. I'm choosing to believe that things will get better. We cannot lose hope, y'all. All these names I just named out, for the past 2 days, I've been dealing with a lot, but I ask myself also why. Why as a black man is it so hard to come up in America? Why do we have to work twice as hard when we have other people out there that have privilege over us? They don't even have to lift a finger. Why is that, God? There are days that I want to give up. Days where I question myself. Am I good enough? Am I good enough being a black gay man? A black bisexual gay man living in America? Am I good enough? Will I ever be able to live that dream out that I envisioned as a little child growing up? And my answer would have been yes, but after just seeing so much stuff take place, y'all, I just don't know. I don't. And I'm trying to, keep it together and stay composed, because I don't like showing this side of me, but I didn't know what to say when I came on this camera. I just know that I needed to come on camera and say something and encourage someone out there that if you are going through it, if you are dealing with something right now, if you are dealing with depression, if you are dealing with doubt, self-doubt within yourself, if you are dealing with suicidal thoughts, if you feel like that you're not safe anymore, if you're dealing with anxiety, if you're worried about as far as You know, when you go out there, will you be able to come home alive? All of those things. My advice to you, will be to first pray. Because just as of me, and this is not something that you have to do, but just as of me, I am a firm believer in prayer. But I also believe that we also have to put in the work for ourselves as well. So I will also recommend that you go and talk to somebody, get some help, get these things out. Do not keep this stuff bottled up in, because if you keep it bottled up in, you're going to explode. Never let anybody sit here and stop you from chasing your dreams. And I say that right now as coming from somebody that's tired. It's tired. Just so tired. Tired. Completely tired. But yet instead, I'm going to continue to chase my dreams. I'm not going to sit here and live my life in fear at all. Because I had a grandmother that I've had two grandmothers, one that's gone on and one that's still here. And I also have had great grandparents that has taught me how to push through times like this. And we have to push. We have to come together, y'all. We have to end all of this chaos and stuff, pettiness, beef that you may have with a family member. If you ain't talked to your brother in a long time, pick up the phone and call him. If you ain't talked to your mom in a long time, pick up the phone and call him. If you ain't talked to your dad, if your dad is still living, pick up the phone and call. Because my dad, I know where he's at, but for whatever reason, we cannot get on one accord. So if you have a dad out there and you have an ounce of a relationship with him, treasure that. Keep it growing. It's never too late to mend fences. Just like with me, it's never too late to mend fences with my own dad. Anyways, I'm not going to hold y'all long. I just wanted to get on here, and I hope that whoever this message finds, that it gives you some sort of encouragement. But just know that I'm standing in the gap for you. Black lives matter. Black trans lives matter. Peace.